Ready? One more time? That we'll get it right? One more time. Okay, here we go.
This is Hannah, and this is her dad, Hans. This is Ethan, and this is his sister, Sarah. That's his nephew, Ezekiel. This is Andrew, and that's his wife, Eileen. What do Hannah, Ethan, and Andrew all have in common?
Hannah has type 1 diabetes.
I've had type 1 diabetes for a little over a decade now.
I've had type 1 diabetes for the past 36 years or so. I've had it since I was a junior in high school.
With type 1 diabetes, the pancreas doesn't produce insulin that helps regulate blood glucose. Type 1 diabetes has nothing to do with diet or lifestyle. It's unfortunately it's a form of organ failure.
Type 1 diabetes is very dangerous, especially when it's not monitored properly.
One morning, I had very low blood sugar. I didn't treat it fast enough, and I actually had a seizure. I dislocated one of my shoulders, woke up on the ground in a stretcher, in this weird outline of sugar, which is because my mom had been putting sugar in my mouth and giving me what's called a glucagon injection.
That was something that was, I wasn't home at the time. I know it was really scary for my mom, and it was scary for me to hear about. I was so grateful that he was okay, and hopefully it won't ever happen again. Because
monitoring type 1 diabetes is very important. It's also very difficult to do.
Managing type 1 diabetes requires a relentless juggling act. It's a 24/7 task to regulate her blood glucose. Every day there's a regimen of meal planning, carb counting, testing her blood, injections. We have
changing pumps, changing monitors.
Thank you. Changing pumps, changing monitors. One way that I think of it is we're really managing it in 5-10 minute intervals at a time.
I remember the first time we met that this sound went off, and I'm thinking, oh, is that your cell phone? And you were like, no, that's my pump.
Monitoring and controlling type 1 diabetes also requires a lot of equipment. Hannah will explain.
This is my tester kit. This is my insulin kit. This is glucagon for if I get really, 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 really low. This is my ketone tester for breaking the sharp bit off of the syringe.
That's everything?
Mm-hmm.
This is Mark Fisher-Colbury. He's the JDRF International Board of Directors Chairman.
Yeah, I'm chairman of the board of the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, the largest funder of diabetes research in the globe.
He knows a lot about type 1 diabetes.
The fastest growing age group for diagnosis are kids in the 0 to 5 category. Today, there's over 1 in 300 school kids in the U.S. who have type 1 diabetes. 1 in 120 now school kids in Finland. Rates are increasing substantially in Japan, China, India, and in many populations around the globe, and nobody understands why. No one understands what the cause of this disease is, but it is now one of the most common chronic childhood illnesses, even though it can be diagnosed at any age.
JDRF needs a lot of money to help fight type 1 diabetes.
So there's a long list of advances that the research community has created that we want to foster with the additional funding that we can obtain. 50 human clinical trials, funding research in 17 countries, stem cells, encapsulation, smart insulin, the artificial pancreas. Our mission is to prevent, treat, and cure type 1 diabetes.
Right now there isn't a cure, but a cure is possible.